Trevor said, we really can't win with just KD. Crazy to say. I think it's easier when you have Book or Beal out there and it's not just on KD. I think if it was just KD in like a playoff situation, that would be pretty tough. But I don't think that KD is washed. I don't think that we should trade him. I do think he's a very valuable piece to this puzzle that is the Phoenix Suns. Did you lose?
I didn't win.
Dang.
Hey, look, it's tough to steer a bus sometimes, all right? I mean, I think that's what it comes down to.
You know, I think these are good things. I think it's good that it's only KD out there right now because I want to see this bench step up like we hoped that they would throughout the season, even with the big three in there. Like, I think it's going to be fine. We're starting to see guys step up. Grayson Allen hit a big three to tie the game and had a couple other moments in the game. Little has been getting some run. He didn't really do too much tonight, but I thought defensively he was really solid. Josh Okogie got some minutes tonight and really flourished. Like, I feel like these guys are learning that they can't just rely on KD alone. They themselves have to step up. Nurkic, prime example. Like, it's all right. It's okay. KD's not the facilitator that Devin Booker is, or a lot of the like LeBron is, or anything like that. But they can still get the job done. So I'm not going to sit there and bag on KD for that.
Well, tonight they didn't just dump it to him and be like, we're all going to stand around, right? It didn't feel like earlier in the year where that was kind of the default in those fourth quarters and at different times. They moved around.
Yeah, sure.
Can you see that? Can you go back down? Right there. Stop. DL. Great stat. Said Durant's 0 for 10 second half is the first time in his career after 1,003 games that he's taken 9 or more shots in a half and failed to make at least one. Stuff happens. Some nights just don't go your way.
Yeah.
And listen, Book's game last night was one of the worst shooting nights of his entire career.
Not one of the worst.
Yeah. Like,
the worst.
It rarely happens, and when it does, it definitely makes us feel some type of way. Don't get me wrong, but I think it is too far to go to the extreme of like washed or traded.
You want to talk about one of those stats? The 10% fourth quarter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
it's happened like 3 times in the history of the NBA. Like, so yeah, we get that. That's a rare
It just
occurrence.
happened to us all in like a very short amount of time, so it feels way worse.
Man, there's a lot of sensitive people, man. Kevin Durant's very good, man. Like, God, he didn't hit a shot in the second half and we lost.
Go back and watch if you go back and look at each of those 10 shots, at least 7 of them go in and out.
Just relax. Take a deep breath, man.
Listen, Frank Vogel, after tonight's game, also talked about KD's struggles in the second half. Let's hear what he had to say.
Yeah, it's, another game we had a lot of in and outs, had some good looks. We can do a better job to get him cleaner ones, but he also was getting fouled. You know what I mean? Like he had some blatant fouls, and I know he's got there 13 times, but he probably should have been there 20, 22 times. You know what I mean? And like I said, those guys are doing a good job, but the fourth quarter, they know he's been there a lot, and the whistle stops blowing. He got hit on the arm, he's getting hit on the hip, and sometimes that could impact your focus, on making shots. So. When he's getting hit and the whistle's not blowing, you got to play through that. And, credit to KD, he did. He made a lot of defensive plays, made a lot of extra pass types of plays. The ball just didn't go in for him, but I was really proud of his effort as well.
He didn't say they were going to trade him, so that's good.
Yeah. He brings up the defense for KD. 3 blocks tonight, led the game, had that one block, chase down block that was unbelievable that the team just didn't convert on the other end. He did.
And that sparked a run at the end of the second quarter.
Yes, he did. Yes. I mean, that was when they closed it to 7 at half, like where it felt like the Nuggets were ready to blow the doors open. KD's defense played a big part on them not being able to do that. There were a lot of good things that Kevin Durant did.
He scored 30.
One of the other things that KD did tonight was he moved into 10th place on the NBA all-time scoring leaderboard. So that's exciting. Congratulations to KD. He passes Moses Malone and is now in 10th place. He's coming for Carmelo Anthony, who is in 9th, and Shaquille O'Neal, who is in 8th. Next, he's just about 900-ish and some change, or just a little bit below, catching up to Carmelo Anthony. This is pretty legit.
Yeah. I wonder if it could happen before. I'm not good at the math. I wonder if it could happen before the end of the year, if he could pull it off.
I have no idea what the math would be.
Yeah, I mean,
but maybe. Who knows?
I mean, if he scores 80 over the next 10 games, he's right there. I can do that simple math.
Listen, man, this is one of the best players you'll ever see, ever. And Kevin Durant is a once in a lifetime basketball player, once in a lifetime athlete. Top 10. Before it's all said and done, he's gonna move up that list. And we're going to sit back and debate if this is probably the best scorer we've ever seen, ever.
Yeah.
This guy's that good. So, yeah, I mean, and he's still got a lot left in the tank.
He does. He's got a lot left in the tank, and hopefully we'll get to see the big three all together at the same time.
I ran because I had a stat.
Okay.
I couldn't remember what it was, but right now, we were talking about KD's defense. He is second on the team in terms of defensive efficiency. You know who number 1 is?
Devin Booker.
No.
Jordan
Goodwin. Jordan Goodwin.
Okay.
That's nice. Okay.
All right.
He's in the 98th percentile, and KD's, I think, in the 80th.
Okay. Awesome. Listen, Gerald Bourguet is going to be joining us shortly, but before he gets here, let's really quickly look at what the big three did tonight, a.k.a. just Kevin Durant, with our triple money presented by Arizona Lottery. Don't forget to get out and buy your holiday scratchers. It's so sad when we have to gray out some of our big three. Like, listen, I think we all can agree on that.
Stink. Devin and Beal, man, come on, y'all gotta do better than NA.
You do have to be better.
Bradley Beal leads the league in NA right now.
I mean, the sad part is Bradley Beal's 1 game away from not being able to qualify for anything at the end of the year.
Well, yeah. I mean, I think we just need to let that one go as far as Bradley Beal is concerned at this point. But Kevin Durant did finish with 30 points tonight, 4 rebounds, and 11 assists. So for an off night, not the worst work.
Well, no.
Numbers wise.
Look, we haven't talked about it, but those assists, 11 with only 1 turnover, was fantastic. Earlier in the year, we were seeing him commit a lot of turnovers, even though he would have 6-7 assists. He'd commit 4 or 5 turnovers. Tonight, he was immensely efficient there. They needed that without Book out there to distribute, but he was really, it felt like, the only guy distributing and finding guys for buckets tonight. So, he can't do that all by himself, even though he tried. We mentioned the 3 blocks, which he was fantastic on that front. And in the first half, he was very efficient shooting. It was just like we've talked about, that 0 for 10 that kind of made this left a sour taste in our mouth when it came to him.
30, 10, and 4, 32%. Now, this just for perspective, if he shoots 40% or 45%, I mean, the dude's got 40 points rolling out of bed. So I get it. I know that is, I was a little harsh on KD because I expect a lot of things from KD, and I've never seen him go 0 for 10. Like we just saw the number, right? 1,003 games. Yeah, so I've never seen it. So yeah, but damn, that guy's incredible.
Yeah.